Good afternoon here on the 23rd of September 2012. Special session designed to get you up and running with placing trades. It's just gone 25 minutes past 8 o'clock. Did want to start a little early. I think we just had a crash, but I think we're back up and running, so let's get going. Just to start off with, I just want to review the 3 trades that we placed as pending orders last week. They are all on the trade journal, and those are all sort of here. So you can see on the dollar yen we've got a trade to go short at 77.10. On the euro yen we've got a trade to go long at 103.89, and euro dollar 1.3175. We're looking for a long opportunity. So we're going to place these trades onto our brokerage account. I'm going to do the whole thing based on a $50,000 dummy account, which I've got here at the moment on my Think Forex platform. So for yourselves, you'll be replacing this amount here with whatever you've actually got in your trading account. And when you do the calculations, you should be aware of that. So the first thing I'm going to do, once I've got all the data that I need, and the key bits of data that I need are 1, the currency I'm trading, 2, the direction I'm taking the trade in, 3 is the entry, 4 is the stop loss, and 5 is the target. And I also need to know what my account size is. So once I've got all of those things, I am in a position to kick off by looking at my position size calculator. So I will just bring that up. I should hope that everyone's got this bookmarked. As I said before, it will be good. It's good to have this sort of on standby because it's obviously very important website. We're going to use it to position size up all of our trades, so do be aware of this. So the account currency, whichever currency your account is in, I'm just going to leave this in US dollars because that's what this one is in. You'll probably need to change yours across to GBP. In fact, what I'll do is I'm going to put mine in GBP, even though it is actually US dollars, just to follow along with what you've all got there as well. Your account size, and as I said, I'm going to put in 50,000. You can put in whatever your account size is. Now the risk ratio is always the same. It's always going to be 1%. That's what we're going to risk on each given trade on our accounts. In terms of stop loss in standard pips, this is the first bit of information that we need to enter. And the stop loss in standard pips is basically the distance between the entry and the stop loss. So if I deduct 77.86 from 77.10, I'm actually left with 0.76 or 76 pips. My journal has worked that out for me just here, so that's quite a useful column inside there, and that's under the pips risk column, okay, which will tell you what to put into that box just there. So 76 is what I'm going to put into the position size calculator. The currency pair that I am looking at here is the in this first case is the dollar yen, I believe, and that's what I've got here. So it's dollar yen, which is the first currency that I'm looking at, so I'll key that straight in there. And then it's asking me what the current GBP yen ask price is. The current GBP yen ask price. So to get this information, I need to go back to MetaTrader and look at GBP JPY. You can see if I scroll across, the ask price is actually 126.90. So that's the data that I'm going to key straight into there. 126.90. Okay, once I've entered all of the information that it's asked me for, I'm then going to go ahead and click calculate. And you can see that it's given me a figure at the bottom there under the results column. It's actually telling me 0.835. Now I'm going to round down to do decimal places, so it's going to be 0.83, and that will take me just under my 1% risk. Okay, 0.83 is actually the figure we're going to need for the volume. So when we go over to MetaTrader, I'm going to, if you don't already have that tab open, it's under this blue button here. It's called Terminal. You just need to click onto it, and you'll get this this box appearing here. It's this terminal box. It has several features and functions inside there, and you may be on any one of these. You need to go across to the Trade tab, and you need to right click and hit New Order. Okay, right click and click New Order. Your symbol will be dollar yen, so we're looking for USD JPY, and the first thing it's going to say to me here under type is market execution, and market execution is actually when you want to place a live order at market to get in at that exact price, which is not what we're trying to do here. So we're actually trying to place a pending order, so we're going to click across to pending order. Okay, and it's asking us at price. So before I key in that data, what I need to do is put my volume in. Now the volume is already calculated on the position size calculator is 0.83. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my volume in at 0.83, and you can see that I do actually have that now in place, and I can now put in my pending order. Now the type I'm going to select as a sell stop. Why is that? It's because I'm going short on dollar yen. So I need the sell stop in place. I'm going short at 0.83, at 0.83 volume, and the price level that I'm going to go short at, according to my trade journal here, is 77.10. So I'm going to type that in, 77.10. Okay. As soon as I've done that, I'm now going to key in the stop loss. The stop loss, according to my trade journal, is 77.86. The last thing it's asking me for is take profit. Now take profit is also target. So 75.58 is the target price that we're looking for just there. 75.58 is the target that I'm looking for on this dollar yen. So you can see, just to review, I put in a volume of 0.83 because that's what's been calculated from my position size calculator. I've then gone ahead and put in a sell stop. I've selected sell stop at 77.10. I've then put in a stop loss of 77.86 and a take profit of 75.58, because these are the figures that my trade journal that we've got according to the strategy and put onto the trade journal. Once all of that is in place, all you then really need to do is hit that place button. It's going to tell you the market's closed, and that's absolutely fine. It's just because it's only 8:30, market's not going to open until about 9:30, 10 p.m. Okay, so we can't actually hit those orders in until then, and that's okay. But what will happen normally is it will accept that order and it will be listed at the bottom just here. Okay, I'm going to close that just for a second, and so it's going to be listed just at the bottom here. On MetaTrader, it'll give you the information, it'll tell you the time, the type of order, it's buy or sell, the size, symbol, the price that we're entering at, where our stop loss, take profit, all of the information is this there. And when we actually trigger into the trade on dollar yen, we're actually going to see the profit and loss being displayed here as well. Okay. The one thing I would say is I'm not watching to see if there are any questions at the moment. What I will do is I've dedicated a 10-minute slot at the end for any questions that people might have, so you can go ahead and ask those at that time. So just watch for now, and we'll go ahead and ping these orders in. So the first order that we placed just there was, in fact, let me just bring up another profile here. So let's just pull this up. So the first order that I placed was on the dollar yen. And just to review, I right click new order, put my volume in, I typed in the pending order, made it into a sell stop, and I put the price that I wanted to go short at. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm just going to paste these levels onto my chart as well. So 77.10 was the price level I wanted to go short at. Is this price just here? So 77.10 is where I want to go short. My stop loss is going to be 77.86, which looks to be correct. Okay, 77.86 the stop loss, and the target that I'm going for, and let's just make these a slightly different color just to avoid confusion. So that's my stop loss, and the target is going to be 75.58. So that's going to be this price just here. And let's make that white just to avoid any confusion. So that's on the dollar yen. You can see that that's the trade that I'm going for. I'm looking for an entry short this level here. I've got a stop loss in place here, and my target is just there. So I've done my position size calculation according to that, and that's the order that I've put into the market. So the next thing that we're going to look at is the next trade up, which is the Euro Yen. Okay, Euro Yen we're actually going long on, so let's bring up a chart of Euro Yen. Okay, Euro Yen, you can see we are an uptrend, and we've got some figures to go long, so let's pull up the figures and for what we're looking for. We're looking at 103.89 the entry. 103.89 is around about that level just there, so let's change that across to a green. And we're looking for a stop loss at 102.55. 102.55, which is that level just there. We'll change that over to red, and we're looking for a target on this Euro Yen at 106.57. So we have just put that into the market just there. So you can see my entry, stop loss, and the target. And again, let's do the same process that we did for the dollar yen on this one as well. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, as I normally do, is I want to calculate my position size. So I'm going to right click new order, and you can see it's already under Euro Yen, it's already listed. Need to work out the volume because it's not going to. Okay, so again, put in the account size, which is still the same as 50,000. The risk ratio that I'm going to put on the trade is 1%. That's always the same, remember. Stop loss in standard pips is the difference between the entry and the stop loss, which in this case the Trade Journal has worked out for us under the pips risk column is 134. So I've got 134 pips of risk, and it's the Euro Yen this time that I'm trading. And so the current GBP Yen ask price, again I'll just reference it from this side, and it is the same as before, 126.90. 126.90, and I've put all the data in. I just hit calculate, and this time I've got 0.47 as the volume, rounded down to 2 decimal places. 0.47 is what I'll put straight into here. I'm going to hit pending order. This time I want to buy stop, okay, because I'm going long. I'm not going short this time. Last time I wanted to sell stop because I'm going short. I'm going long on Euro Yen, so I want to buy stop. And at price is the entry level, which is 103.89. Okay, it's asking me where my stop loss is. I'm going to put my stop loss in at 102.54. And the take profit is going to be 106.57. Okay. So that's all of the figures for the Euro Yen in place. All I would do then, again, it's not going to accept it because the market isn't open just yet, but if it were, I could just hit place, and my order would be accepted, and it would be listed along the bottom here. That would be placing of the Euro Yen trade. Okay, so that's the dollar yen and the Euro Yen so far placed according to this account. The last one on the list is the Euro Dollar. So Euro Dollar, you can see I've got 131.75 as the entry, 130.80. In fact, instead of me saying it, let's just go ahead and open up the chart. So let's have a look at what my entry price is on the Euro Dollar. It's 131.75, which is this price level just here. Let's make this green. Our stop loss is going to be 130.80, which is that price just there. Let's make that red just to avoid confusion. And the target level here is 133.65. So 133.65 is the target level. Okay, let's make that white. Brilliant. So these are the figures for the Euro Dollar. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work out my volume first. So I'm going to go to new order. I'm going to work out what my volume is. let's look at the position size calculator. Again, my account size remains the same here at 50,000. I'm only going to risk 1% on the trade. How many pips of risk do we have this time? Let's check the trade journal. You can see it tells us there's 95 pips of trade risk. 95. The currency pair I'm trading is euro-dollar this time. So in fact, actually, you can see I changed currency pair and it's asking me for a different currency's quote ask price. Now it's asking me for GBP USD ask price. So let's reference and work out what that is. It's 1.6232. 1.6232. 1.6232. And once I've keyed all the data in that it's asking me for, I'm going to hit calculate, and it says 0.85 lots this time, rounded down to 2 decimal places. 0.85, so 0.85, and it's a pending order. Again, it's a buy stop because I'm going long on the euro dollar, and the price is the entry level, which is 1.3175, 1.3080, and my take profit, according to my journal, is 1.3365. Okay, and that's all of the criteria in place for my euro dollar trade. I just hit then place. Again, order won't be accepted because market's still closed, but that would be how that would be done just there. Okay, so those are the 3 trades that I wanted to look at based on our account, placing those trades actually onto the MetaTrader for ThinkForex platform. With that said, look forward to speaking to you all very soon. So I'll say take care and bye for now.